Hey everyone, it's Borg Brain coming back at you with another educational blockchain video. This one is on Cosmos again. Um, and specifically, it's on the native token of Cosmos, Atom, ATOM, uh, staking that token. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be delegating validators with some Atom token. So this process is if you're not familiar with sort of validator nodes in a proof of stake network, the basics are you have a bunch of nodes in the network, and a critical amount of, you know, in this case, Atom tokens need to be staked with each validator. And the more tokens staked with a validator, the more chance they have to validate blocks. So, in a proof of work blockchain, Bitcoin being the most famous, the the miners are the ones validating the transactions, essentially, right? Like that's how you mine. And in a proof of stake network, it's more cost efficient. It takes less energy, but it's also more decentralized because you're saying, well, token holders can stake and earn passive rewards. Validators can stake in their own, and then validators can say, oh, we're going to take a 1% or a 10% cut of all the transactions on the node, or a validator can self stake, and the system in theory should kind of self balance itself. If a validator node is overprescribed, then you're not getting as much of the reward of the blah 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 blah. I mean, I've done one on Polkadot staking. I've done one on secret network staking, and this is my third in a proof of stake network. Um, and it hasn't been released yet, but I've also done one on ChainX, which is a bit more of a kind of simple, streamlined system. But the point is that you know the future of mining, when specifically when we're talking about proof of stake networks, which seems to be like that's where most of the blockchain is going because it seems to be more scalable and more decentralized, is that if you want to you know turn back time and be in early on a project and mine Bitcoin when it was cheaper, but you don't have the technical how to set up a mining rig and all that. Well, this is a way to do that essentially. Participate where all you need to do is hold the token and you need far, far less technical knowledge. So that's what I'm here to try to help you with today. So, anyway, uh, this is not financial advice. Do your own research, be safe, have fun. I'm an anonymous person on the internet. I do these videos just to try to show you how to do a thing. Now, I am holding some Atom token. I'm using real world value here while doing this. I do like Atom. I do like the Cosmos project. I like the Tendermint Cosmos ecosystem. I'm a fan. This is one of many projects. But, I'm not telling you to go buy the token. But what I will say is it's a pretty cool project, and I would suggest, if you don't know about it, to do your research and look into it further. And if you research it enough on your own terms to a point where you're like, okay, I like this, and this is not in regards specifically to Cosmos, but to anything. And when you reach a point where in your gut it says, oh no, I think this is good. I like this one. And when you feel that, when you've gained enough knowledge that you feel that you can make an informed decision and you feel good about it, then go and make that decision. But don't make financial decisions based on the content I cover in this video. Always do your own research. The goalposts and the rules change all the time, and sometimes I'm wrong. And so while I try to be as accurate as possible, sometimes I get something wrong. So if you want the best information, go to the source, go to Cosmos. All the links that I go through in this video will be in the description for the express purpose of you following up and being able to do your own research, because that's sort of, you know, my main purpose of making these videos is to show people how to do a thing and to promote do your own research, because this is, in my opinion, it's the best way for us all to move forward into a better place, is being informed and knowing what we do, because in crypto no one's holding your hand. So You got to hold your own hand. How do you do that? You do your own research. So anyway, yeah. So this is a Crypto Society YouTube channel. I'm a member of Crypto Society. There's a bunch of us. You want to find us in Telegram. Like, follow the video. We got a Medium. We got a web page in the works. So we're just sort of getting started. We're a couple months old, but we do AMAs with top tier projects, and we offer a lot of TAFA in the Telegram channel and whatnot. But and there will be more of us who will be doing videos in the not too distant future. At the current moment, I'm the only one doing videos, but you know what? You know, just whatever. Anyway, I'm very privileged and proud to be part of such a rad group as Crypto Society. So come check us out, and you want to find me, link to my Twitter and stuff is in the description if you want to come find me. But anyway, let's get on with the content. So the previous video on Cosmos was showing how to buy Cosmos token on Binance Smart Chain, then use the Binance Bridge to send to a Kepler wallet. So in my Kepler wallet up here, I've got my Atom tokens just hanging out, waiting to be used. So let's just double check my Kepler wallet. Uh-oh, edit time. And here I'm back. I'm putting in the password, and hopefully this works this time. And thinking. Thinking Lincoln. Blinken. And here we are. So, as you can see, I got a little error message for some reason. Well, I'm not sure what that error is about. But anyway, the point is, okay, so it's gone now. So we got a nice little chunk here of my real world value that I got in the last video in Atom. And we're going to just kind of quickly go through this material. I don't want to spend too much time on it. But here's the basics. So this website, as all these, will be in the video description. But this describes specifically how staking works in Cosmos. So it goes through, your your validators and your delegations sort of developer side, and then also your a bunch of stuff that would be applicable to the end user, yourself or myself or anyone who wants to stake. So the basics is that a validator node is validating blocks. If they go offline, or if they validate a block and they're giving back information that is everyone else says, wait, that's not the same as we have, well, then you get slashed. And if you get slashed, anyone who's staked in the node gets a little loss of tokens. And so that's first of all, if you're staking in a validator node or delegating your tokens, and a node is not trustworthy or they go offline, then you don't want to stake with them, because you're going to put your tokens at risk of being slashed. And then also validators have a some have they're taking 100% of all the rewards, or they're taking 0% of all the rewards, or somewhere in between. So if you're delegating to a validator, or nominating a validator, or voting for a validator, or staking with a validator, whatever you want to call it, it all means basically the same thing. Essentially, when you're putting your value in with the validator, you're choosing it based on a couple criteria. First criteria, you're picking a validator that gives you an attractive APY. They're taking, they're not taking 100% of the rewards. The reason why you're staking in them is to help provide security for the network, but also to get APY in the quote unquote mining rewards, or the validation rewards, the block rewards. So if they're taking 1% or 0% or 5%, then that's attractive, more attractive than 100% or 50%. And then you're making less passive income with your value that you've staked. The other thing is that you want to pick a validator that has 100% runtime. You want to pick one that has, they're not getting slashed, because that's less risky than one that's got 80% uptime and has been slashed a few times. That's more risky than one that's always online, obviously. And then you want to try to pick a validator that's not too overprescribed, because then that's also taking a chunk out of sort of your percentage. So, in the end, it should all kind of self-balance. But, you know, great document. This outlines the technical details of everything. Here, this is, I'll tell you, this, I was watching this, and I would say if you're interested in Terra, um, Mirror, Anchor, which is a project that's on the kind of overarching system, I would give this a listen, because this has implications that are outside of just Cosmos itself. And like the other project that I really like that I'm invested in, that's part of the overarching kind of Cosmos Tendermint ecosystem, is Secret Networks. I've done a few videos on that, and I'll be doing a few videos in the future covering Mirror. And with IBC coming online pretty quick here now in a couple days, or one day, or it's tomorrow, I don't know, it's very soon. Uh, all of these different chains are going to start being able to talk to each other and interconnect, and Cosmos is about to pop off. Anyway, moving on. Uh, Here we got the staking rewards, and this gives you an idea of essentially what you would expect to get as a reward for staking Atom inside the Cosmos, system of delegating validators. So this is another great resource that I would say totally worth checking out. And then here is an infographic uh, from bitrates.com explaining proof of work versus proof of stake. So you want to check this out, come on down to the video description, and you click on the bitrates link, and you'll get to this infographic if you want to learn more about proof of work versus proof of stake. At the current moment, the future being proof of stake. All of the big brain projects that are coming out with the huge ecosystems are all proof of stake networks. You've got, your Polkadot Kusama kind of thing, and then you've got your Atom Tendermint kind of thing. And they're all going to plug in together. And you got Ethereum, Big Daddy still, and Ethereum is going to proof of stake as well. Okay, so the future for right now is proof of stake. Now I don't know, right? Like originally, proof of work was like, this is the best, and now one thing you have to understand is that proof of work versus proof of stake is not necessarily better than proof of work, because proof of work have a couple areas where proof of work is way better than proof of stake. But for scalability, uh, proof of stake is better. But there are more options than these two, and just because right now proof of stake seems to be like you know the be all end all, the saving grace of blockchain where everyone's running, it doesn't mean that we're not necessarily going to go back to proof of work at some point. And it also doesn't mean that some new system's going to come up that's going to just make both of these irrelevant. So but at the current moment, everyone's going to proof of stake. So you want to learn more, here's the infographic. Anyway, and then moving on, final link. This is, first of all, this video is super dated. It's almost 2 years old. Okay, so I would caution, that some of the information in here is probably like dated, but this is from Cosmos themselves, and it's on, governance and staking. So, here's from the horse's mouth. I don't know if they have a more recent video on this. I've been recording a lot of videos the past few days, trying to bank them, and then doing some editing, and then handing them off to this other editor, and then, I'm trying to learn at the same time and do research for the videos, and then uh, somehow eat and sleep and do some investing. And I've been trying to play around and have some fun on BSC, and there's just not enough hours in the day. So regardless, go to the source, and I would say that's always the best place to get the best information. But anyway, going on to Kepler Wallet, one of the coolest things about Kepler Wallet, you know, I feel at the current moment still MetaMask might be sort of the cleanest interface for any of these Web3 browser wallets that I've used. Seems to be kind of the most simple and straightforward. Um, but Kepler is a close second in my mind. Now, here's the thing. What's this? And this little simple bar here literally, literally is the one thing that kind of makes Kepler cooler than MetaMask. This is so cool. Now, the other side of it is the cool thing about MetaMask is that you can go on Ropstein, you can go on Ethereum, you can go on Binance Smart Chain, you can go on Energy Web Chain, you can go on Matic, or what is it called now? Polygon. I'm going to keep calling it Matic. And there will be some videos coming on Matic soon because Aave is going there, and I wanted to do some Aave videos, but then Ethereum got too expensive, and I'm not spending like hundreds of dollars on gas to make videos anymore. So once Aave bounced on over to Matic, which I'm not even sure they might even be there now, but I'll be going over there, and I will refuse to call it Polygon. I'll call it Matic, and I will do some videos on it. But anyway, just down here, this is the meat of this video. You want to stake Cosmos? This is how you do it. You click stake, and then it opens up a web kind of page. And I really, 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 really like how Kepler has combined the the delegating of validators and brought it into the wallet because that makes a lot of sense. I really do like the Polkadot.js app, but it's not nearly as straightforward. This is just so much cleaner and easier to understand. It's just so much easier to understand. There is a much larger learning curve on the Polkadot side. Now, the the caveat to this is that is, you know, Cosmos is ahead of the game. They got 72 mainnets live the last time I checked, which was early this morning or yesterday, and they got IBC coming out, and they're ahead of the game in Polkadot in that regard because we haven't even seen Kusama parachain auctions announced, let alone Polkadot parachain auctions. But Polkadot in my mind, has far more tooling. So they're sort of more prepared for like when they launch to burst out of the gate on a heavier level. And I do know that Polkadot do have some other wallet options, like a whole host of wallet options. And I think one or two of them are going to kind of try to streamline the process of staking. And one thing I hear complained about all the time about when I've told people to stake your dot in Polkadot.js app and figure it out is so many people try to do it and they watch Bill Boone's videos and then they're just like, I don't get it. But Cosmos and Kepler, look, they figured it out. Right down here, commission, voting power. It's all here. It's very easy to understand. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I think, I think you should, you know, this is when you make tools that make it easy for people to use, then they adopt them at a much quicker rate than when you make tools that are very difficult to use or difficult to understand and adopt. It's it's like basic physics. It's like, why is the sky blue? Well, it just is. And I know there's actual scientific reasons for why the sky's blue, but the point is that you know this is a much better system than Polkadot's at the current moment. But I think Polkadot's going to sort out their stuff before they launch and probably learn some lessons from how easy Cosmos has made it. And also, I just need to make a statement. Um, a whole bunch of people on the Cosmos side of things are total maximalists and they're drinking the Kool-Aid thinking Cosmos is going to be the only chain. Okay? And there's a whole bunch of people on the Polkadot side of things who are drinking the Kool-Aid, they're total maximalists, and they're thinking Polkadot or nothing, everything else is going to die. And I'm going to tell you, both of those groups of people are wrong. Okay? Cosmos is going to be significant, Polkadot's going to be significant, and they're both going to talk to each other and interoperate. And all of the people who focus on the cooperation and the possibilities of like cross-chain interoperability, which is the whole point of Cosmos, which is the whole point of Polkadot, okay? And the people who focus on that and don't go trying to pick sides and get into some competition over things. You're ahead of the curve, okay? And the maximalists on both sides, and many of you are friends of mine, okay? All I'm going to say is the maximalists, you know, if you decide to close your mind to the possibilities of the future, you're going to get left behind. And as much as you might think, well, I'm on Cosmos or I'm on Polkadot, and you think it's the future, those are the future, right? And if you go on crypto Twitter and you go back and you look at all the BTC maximalists and you think about how annoying they are, okay, that's going to be you in like 2 days or a year, okay? And all the Ethereum maximalists who are like, it's all shit coins except BTC and Ethereum. I mean, look, the gas fees are out to lunch. We can all agree on that. And how annoying is it talking to someone who's living in an echo chamber of their own making, where they refuse to look at any information, all right? So if you want to be forward thinking, open your mind. Cosmos is amazing. Polkadot's amazing. That's it. Okay. And when I cover Polkadot, I'm going to bring up Cosmos. And when I talk about Cosmos, I'm going to bring up Polkadot. Why? Because they're both rad and they should both be talking to each other because they're both based on cooperation, not competition. I'm not going to talk about Cardano because they're competitive. There's money, but I will, and eventually maybe I'll do a video on Cardano because I'm not like totally against Cardano. I'm just saying like what I'm mostly into is cooperative kind of environments, permissionless environments, and I am into interoperability and whatever. So just a statement I wanted to get out of the way, okay? Because I just find maximalism, like blockchain maximalism of any type, is just super dumb. It doesn't matter if I'm really into the project or not. There's lots of stuff out there, and people are always innovating. And if you keep an open mind, you're going to be able to see the possibilities and you're going to see opportunities. And if you close your mind, then you're just deciding to become some crypto okay boomer. Okay, personal opinion, whatever. So anyway, we got a stake. So my thought is it's best to stake with a couple validators, and the reason being is you're distributing the risk of being slashed. Okay? Also, know that a validator like CCN here, they're taking a 2% commission on the block rewards. Well, they can change it at any moment. And Dokia can change it. They can bring it up or down at any moment, and there's nothing you can do. So I don't know if I can click here and organize it. I can't. So that would be nice. Now here's one other thing. Voting power. So here's the amount of Atom tokens in Binance staking, and here's the amount in Dokia. Of course, they're holding, I think more than, well, not more than the next three, but they're holding a lot. So I'm going to go down the list a little bit, and the reason is that if you want to have a really nice, solid ecosystem, you're going to want to have a lot of validator nodes with various, you don't want, say 50% of the voting power to be in the top three nodes is like, that's a failure of a proof of stake network. Just saying. So Debo down here has got 2%. Sounds good to me. So I'm going to hit manage. I'm going to, oh, what was that? Description, let's exit scam. I don't know, that's weird. I'm not going to delegate with Debo if they're talking about exit scamming. Okay, SG1. You know what? I know the guy behind SG1. He's taken a 0% cut. He's down on 29 on voting power. So I'm going to delegate a nice big fat stack of Atom tokens. I'm going to do 22.22 because I like those palindrome numbers. Does that make me OCD? I don't even know. But anyway, so 22 Atom tokens are getting sent to, so I'll just do average gas, set fee, and approve. And that's it. Oh. I wonder. So maybe I need to do whole Atom tokens. No, I shouldn't. Maybe that's it. Maybe they won't allow whole or fractitioned Atom tokens. Maybe they don't allow that. So let's do it. So gas, Yeah, high. I'm just gonna go high, high gas, and then hopefully it goes through this time. Wait a second, transaction is pending, and any second now should just pop up. So now that we're down 22 atom tokens, as my transaction succeeds, I still got a nice chunk of atom tokens that I want to delegate out. And Debo with their, I don't know, I don't know why a validator would say let's exit scam, because that's wild to me. So I don't know. There's a couple others that's like Hash Tower, Block Power. They're both like 3%, which I like. Let's see if I see anyone else down here that I know of. Cephalopod equipment. You know something? I like, 8.1 is a bit high, but like they're all going to eventually bump up. These systems where they're taking a certain percentage of the rewards or whatever. This is eventually the system's going to even out at some place where the validator nodes are making money and the people staking are making money, and these percentages are going to end up sitting around, like 10% or 20% or 5% or something. Is there's Once the system comes online and it's running for a bit, I think all these percentages are going to slowly come down and sit within a kind of a more tighter band than they're currently sitting in. So yeah, there's a lot of people with a lot of pretty high um, percentages right now. But I like the fact that I'm coming right down in the list, like pretty low. So who else? Who else would I like to stake with? Oh, you know what? Citadel One. You know why I like Citadel One? I'm gonna go hard on Citadel One. You know why? Because Citadel One is they are doing stuff with Polkadot and Polkadot ecosystem, and they're doing stuff with Cosmos and Cosmos ecosystem, and they're not blockchain maximalists. And I think we need more people to say, you know what, look, there's not going to be one winner. There's going to be lots of winners. And the most important thing is, huh, the most important thing is to just, go out and taste the rainbow. Is that we shouldn't be picking sides in something where we're 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 all um, there's very important reasons why we all need to participate in all of these systems. Why we shouldn't close our mind to one system because we're more heavily invested in another one. Look, I'm covering Cosmos right now. I love Cosmos, and I got into Cosmos because I love Secret Network. Okay, but I've got way more investment in Polkadot. And that's just because I got in earlier and I wasn't paying attention. But you know what I'm doing right now? I'm not really paying attention to Polkadot because they haven't even announced the Kusama parachain auctions yet. I'm paying attention to two places predominantly. I'm looking at Cosmos Ecosystem IBC, and I'm looking at Binance Smart Chain just because I got a bit of found money in there, and it just seems to be pretty fun. Sentinel. I'll be doing some videos on Sentinel in the future. I already did a video on SpiderDAO, which is going to be on Polkadot, but Sentinel's planning to be on Cosmos. And I don't know where they're at. I haven't kept track, but uh, it's like a VPN distributed bandwidth network. And then the whole plan is like they have their VPN, and then the Spider DVPN is running on it. But these decentralized VPNs, there's going to be like all these custom VPNs, and I'm really holding my breath for a secret network Sentinel partnered, customizable decentralized VPN, because I think that's going to be just like next level. Anyway, we continue scrolling down. I don't know. You know what? I like Switzerland. 1%, good enough for me. So, delegate, and I want to leave. I don't know how much. Like, I want to leave like 2 atom tokens in my wallet or something, because uh, I don't want to be atomless, and I want to make sure I have enough gas, no matter what happens. Which this is more than enough gas. I mean, you know what? I'm going to go with 17. So 1.5 atoms going to be left in the wallet. I hit delegate, and the same process. We, Kepler thinks for a bit, spits it out, and this is like, how I said Kepler is like, I like MetaMask just a touch better than Kepler at the current moment. Look, I try to scroll up and down, like I'm trying to scroll up and down with my fingers here, and I'm doing it, and I'm not able to scroll up and down. I can only see part of that button, okay? And then I select this. Why does it have to pop up in a new window? Why doesn't it just pop up in the browser? Or why doesn't it go full screen? And not to be whatever, but it's just one thing where it's just a couple of these things where it's just like just a little bit janky compared to MetaMask. That being said, MetaMask has been around for way longer. They've been, making money and able to do stuff for way longer. And, they have the in browser like trading option. So I think MetaMask should be much nicer. But then, hey, does MetaMask have staking in the wallet? Like, come on, right? So, you know, all I'm going to say is the people behind Kepler are awesome, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. So that's it. I've got 64 atoms staked between SG1, Amasi, Rad. I did a video on the secret tip bot, and they have a tip bot also, I believe, for Atom tokens, and it's for Twitter and for Telegram. It was made by SG1, made by Amasi. Highly recommended. Check those guys out. There's a reason why I staked a bunch of Atom with them. And Citadel one, totally worth looking into. And Swiss staking, I don't know anything about, but I gave them what was left over, and that's it. Now, pending reward, as you see here, right? I'm getting my Atom tokens slowly from SG1 and Citadel 1. The current expected APY is roughly about 10%. So, of course, all of these are either, 0% upwards of 2 or 3%, I believe. And they're all lower on the list, because no one, I mean, look, Binance, love you, hate you, what, there's a mixed feelings, but not, you know, also, I thank you for Binance Smart Chain because it's a lot of fun. And Ethereum was getting like not fun. I didn't want to trade at all. So thanks for that. But the point is not to throw any of these guys under the bus, but they have more than enough voting power already. There's more than enough people staked in these nodes. So if you want to support a better system, you come down here and, you know, vote on people further down the list, right? Hash Tower, Block Power, they're only taking 3%. That's what I would do. And like I said, any of the validator nodes can just change their 0%, and then all of a sudden they can change it and it's 100%. So part of, people, no one's going to hold your hand in crypto. Know this, and know that if you're staking, in a hub like this, that you should check it every once in a while to make sure they haven't, changed the goalposts, and you're just sitting around with your, you know, helping them make money, and you're not, earning your passive rewards, which is like the whole point in the first place. So anyway, when you get to a certain point, and you're like, oh, I've, a few months from now, and you're like, oh, I'm at like, I got a couple Atom tokens or whatever. You go to claim your reward, and you pay a couple cents, and you take them out. Of course, it's not MetaMask. You don't need to pay like $150 to take out a token, amount that's worth like 30 bucks, right? So just keep that in mind. And yeah, that's about it. This is staking in Atom, and they got 125 nodes right now in Atom, or sorry, Cosmos proper. So yeah, I don't know. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, please, come find me, DM me, find me in Twitter, Telegram, or whatever. Make a comment on the video. We got a lot of videos now, and I try to keep up on the comments and answering them, but, uh, I'll do my best, right? And if you don't hear from me, then just try to DM me on Twitter or something, track me down. If you got some cool, interactive Web3 based thing, doesn't matter where it's from, doesn't matter if it's from Ripple or Cardano, I don't care. But if you got something you want me to cover, you let me know, and I will do my best to cover it. With that, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this was informative. Always do your own research. That's it. Borg Brain signing out. I'm out. Peace.